It says a contract is to be completed in 99 days. 58 men and a boy who is 50% efficient as a man start to work, each working 8 hours a day. After 54 days, it is found that only 2/7 of the work is completed. Then how many additional men along with one additional boy should be employed so that the work gets completed in time, each one now working 9 hours a day? So a lengthy question, of course, but not hard to comprehend and solve. Let's read it once again and now understand all the important points. So a contract is to be completed in 90 days, 99 days, right? So that's the time which has been given. 99 days is what we have to complete a work. Now 58 men and a boy who is 50% efficient as a man. Now try and understand this part. A boy who is 50% efficient as a man. So basically this is like another type of person whose efficiency is 50% of the original men. So can I say that a boy is as good as half a man, right? This boy here is like half a man. Yes or no? His efficiency is 50%, means it's like half a man. So instead of saying 58 men and a boy who is 50% as efficient as a man, we can in fact straight say that there are 58.5 men. You understand? We can replace this boy who is 50% efficient as a man as half a man. Half a man. And now if you do the total, we have got 58 men full capacity and another man with half a capacity. So 58.5 men. So basically we are saying that 58.5 men start to work. Now it becomes simple. See, the advantage is you always try and convert, wherever possible, try and convert different types of persons into one common type. Like we have done in the videos as well, right? Time and work videos. When we talk about men, women, children working together, we convert men to women, children to women, or both men and women to children, or both women and children to men. One type of person. Then it becomes easy to solve. And this was straight, half a boy, half a man. So by the time you finish reading 58 men and a boy who is 50% as efficient as a man, you should be clear that there are 58.5 men. It shouldn't take any time at all. 0 seconds, you should know that 58.5 men are working. Now 58.5 men literally doesn't make sense. But yeah, on paper, 58.5 men are working. Each working 8 hours a day. They work for 8 hours a day. After 54 days, now see, they have done work for how many days? 54 days. So after 54 days, it is found that only 2/7 of the work is completed. So if you see, 99 days was the time given to us. 54 days is more than 50% of the time gone, right? 99 days when compared with 54 days, what do you understand? More than 50% of the time is gone, but it is only 2/7 of the work that has got completed. Only 2/7 of the work is got completed, which is around 28% of the work is got completed. Which means now we need to expedite. You cannot work at the same rate. Otherwise, you'll be missing your deadline of 99 days. So now you have to work faster. Maybe increase the capacity or increase the number of hours and so on. So what do they do? After 54 days, when they find that only 2/7 of the work is completed, then how many additional men along with one additional boy? Now look at this. How many additional men? Many of you have not focused on the word additional in both the places. It is very clear evident from your answers, right? How many additional men and extra boy, additional boy should be employed, which means we should add to this workforce so that the work gets completed in time. What is in time here? In time means 99 days. So that the work gets completed in times, right? Initially it was given, right? Work to be completed in 99 days. So that the work gets completed in 9 days, each one now working 9 hours a day. Remember, earlier they were working for 8 hours a day and now they'll be working for 9 hours a day. So basically that's the question. Now in simple words, I would say that a work is to be completed in 99 days. 58.5 men started working. They work for 8 hours a day. After 54 days, it is found that 2/7 of the work is done. How much more work is to be completed? 5/7 is to be completed. If 2/7 is over, 5/7 is remaining. So that 5/7 of the work is to be completed. So how many additional men along with one additional boy is to be required so that the work gets completed in time, which is 99 days, each one now working 9 hours a day. Now this is one of the basic questions if you have understood it this way. We have discussed about this proportionality between work, number of persons, number of days and number of hours a day, right? We know that W1 by W2 equals to P1 D1 H1 by P2 D2 H2. Now I'm not getting into the details of this. You can refer to our video on time and work to understand this. This is model number 1 from time and work. Model 1 from this topic of time and work, right? Where we have discussed it. So you can just get the working behind this equation from there. Basically W1 by W2 is P1 D1 H1 by P2 D2 H2, where W is the work, P is the number of persons, D is the number of days, and H is the number of hours per day. Now what do we do? Simple. What is W1? W1 is the work done in the first case. 2/7 of the work. What is W2? The remaining work to be done, so that the work gets completed, right? Remaining work. What is remaining work? If 2/7 is done, 5/7 is remaining. So W1 is 2/7, W2 is 5/7, equals to P1 D1 H1. In the first case, how many persons are working? 58.5. Remember, 58 plus half a man. 58 men plus half a man. So 58.5, right? So 58.5 persons. We are only talking about men here. We have converted boys to men. Into number of days. For how many days did they work? 54 days, right? They did this 2/7 of the work in how many days? 54 days. Working how many hours a day? Working 8 hours a day. Simple. Divided by, now the denominator. What is the denominator? P2, D2, H2. What is P2? Let's assume P2 is M, number of men. We have no clue about it. M2, let's say, number of men required in the second case. You're getting it? Let's find out the total number of men first. Into D2. What's the number of days? Now understand, D2 will be equal to total 99 days, of which 54 days have already passed. So 99 minus 54 is what? 45. Now only 45 days are remaining. So in D2 you have to take 45. You have understood? 2/7 of the work is done. 5/7 is remaining. 54 days are over. 45 days are remaining. Earlier they were working for 8 hours a day. Now they're going to work for 9 hours a day. That's it. Simplify for M2. Once you get M2, now M2 is not the answer. I think most of you have marked M2 as the answer. Answer is not M2. Answer is M2 minus 58.5, because remember the question here, let me highlight the word. The question is asking us to find out the additional men and the additional boy. It's not about how many men should work for the second part to get completed. It's about how many additional men to be worked, to be employed to get the second part completed. Now simplify this part. I mean, if you are smart, you would not write 2/7 and 5/7. You directly write 2/5. You know, waste of time writing 2/7, 5/7 and all that. Anyway, it gets cancelled, you know. So simplify. This is like 9 into 6, 9 into 5. This 5 and 5 gets cancelled. This is like 3 into 2. This is 3 into 3. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. And that's it. Or I think this 3 here goes how many times? 58.5 by 3. 57 plus 1.5. 19 plus 0.5. 19.5. So overall, what we find is the number of men M2 equals to, M2 will be equal to 19.5 into 8. 19.5 times 8. So that's like 20 into 8, 160 minus 0.5 into 8, 4, 156 M2. Good. So 156 is the simplification here, M2. But what did he ask us to find out? Additional men. See, 156 is total men. Additional men. How do you find out additional men? Additional men will be equal to 156 minus already 58.5 were working. 156 is the total workforce. We only have to find out the additional ones. So 156 minus 58.5. How much is that? 156 minus 56 is 100. 100 minus 2.5 is 97.5. 97.5 men. But then understand, he says that how many additional men along with one additional boy. They're going to employ one additional boy. So we know that there will be one boy, additional boy. But how many additional men? Now one boy is equal to half a man. Half a man. So we can split this 97.5 as 97 men, and 0.5 men is equal to 1 boy. 0.5 man is equal to 1 boy. So this one boy has been employed, like he said, one additional boy. But how many additional men? 97 additional men. You're getting it? So your final answer to this question will be 97. Or I would here say additional workforce, not additional men, because this includes men and boy. Therefore, the number of additional men finally, number of additional men is going to be 97, and that's the answer. Please do not do all this drama in the exam, right? Dot dot dot, additional men, additional workforce, then draw these arrows in split and all that drama, right? You will not be awarded extra marks for this. Cut down the number of steps. The more you put on paper, the more time it takes, right? The less you write on paper, the faster you get the answer. So I think a lot of this stuff can be cut down. I mean, if you have understood the concept, if you know the concept very well, you will directly start from this step onwards. Do the simplification and get the answer, right? So 97 is the answer to this question.